Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Mary. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Les. How you doing?
I can you unmute yourself? I can't hear you.
I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now.
Okay.
We right now we don't have a quorum yet, but as soon as we have one, I'll let you know.
Okay. I can see the people coming up on my gallery.
Okay.
Hi guys,
Hi, Steph.
Hello.
Hi, Steph.
how you doing?
Hey, Robin.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, we have
Okay, hi Les.
10 participants in the meeting. I believe we have a quorum. Let me double check on that.
Hey, Les.
Hi, Mike.
This is Mike.
Okay, are you at 969-1601?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to, so we know that's you then. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
hear Mary in the background.
7.
I'm here. You should have it. Where's your picture, Mike?
And I'm not video. I didn't comb my hair this morning, so I don't want to be seen.
I curled my hair for you.
Mike, you and
Oh, you
I
did?
both, man.
I believe we have 10 participants in the meeting, but we have myself and I guess HOEISF lobbyist. Let me see.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
Is that our attorney?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to unmute them so that they can identify themselves.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can you identify yourself to us, please?
Yes. My name is Pane Meatonga. I'm with the Hawaii Operating Engineers Industry Stabilization Fund as a public member watching.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Welcome.
Hi.
We're trying to get a quorum here. I'm doing a quorum count. So as soon as we have 8 members present, the meeting can start, and we'll turn it over to Puanani Onauna Thonia. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,
Should be 8.
6, 7, plus the engineers lobbyist here
Okay.
and myself.
Les, do you mind going down the list of everybody who's on? I think you let me in kind of last, just so I know who's present.
Okay, myself, then Mary Bergier,
Okay.
yourself, Puanauna, and Michael Tulang, Kathleen Ho, Maka'alaka Omoana, Robin K, Roy Abe, the engineering lobbyist, a member of the public, Steph Dunbar Cole.
And Roy Abe.
Yeah, I think Roy Abe is already, I think I mentioned him.
I think you already counted it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
And it looks like we have one more member of the public who's joined. If you don't, I think you're raising your hand. You can go ahead and.
Oh, okay.
I think you need to unmute. You need to unmute yourself.
Oh, myself.
No.
Kathleen Ho needs to.
Oh,
unmute.
that's Kathleen Ho. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Sorry. Okay, Kathy, I'm gonna
Okay.
chat you.
I'm gonna text Ron Terry because I know he's planning on being
Yeah,
here.
Ron said he's gonna join. Okay.
Kathy, can you make
the
your
speaker?
screen go horizontal? Is that where you can? Oh, there you go.
Oh, there. Okay, great. Okay.
Okay.
Kathy, I just sent you a chat to see if there's a way for you to unmute yourself. There's a icon on the bottom left-hand side that allows you to join the audio and unmute yourself. So we can see you, we just can't hear you.
Okay. So
Yeah, and thanks everybody for bearing with us to, get this process going. And I know there's a significant startup time, but hopefully we can kind of work out the kinks this time so that the next time, it's a little bit smoother.
yeah, we just need we need to have one more person coming in.
Right.
Probably not. He's trying to get through also.
Okay. Okay.
See, it's,
I'll try Ron.
Okay.
I just
I mean,
texted
Rob.
Ron.
Not Ron, sorry, Rob.
Hello.
Okay, and I've been trying to get in touch
have
with
you
Rob
connected
for the
yet?
last couple of days.
Oh, really?
With no
Oh.
luck, unfortunately.
You gotta
Okay.
go on to
But yeah, if
Zoom.
you don't mind trying him, I'm gonna text
Oh,
Bill Cooper
wait
and
one
see if
second.
he can join us.
So that I can mute myself here. Yeah, it's going on now.
Ron says that he's on permanent hold. That means that Les needs to let him into the room.
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, are you going to join by video or are you joining by? You got.
Who's Les talking to?
I'm sorry. I'm talking to Keith Kawaoka. He's trying to get into the
Oh.
room.
Okay.
Okay, Keith. The meeting ID is
Thanks everyone for your patience.
21745-631. No. When you get to Zoom, you have to enter that meeting ID.
No. If you click on the link that you put in the agenda, you don't need the ID
Yeah.
built in.
No, don't leave the meeting. You're in the meeting already. It's let me check if you're
Okay. Okay. Ron just texted me.
Thank you for unholding me.
Oh, there. Great.
oh, okay. We
Hi,
have okay, I guess we have a quorum now.
Hey Les, can you let Bill Cooper in as well? He's trying to get in.
Okay.
I've been on the line since before 1.
Okay.
I don't know if
Thanks.
there's anybody else out there.
Okay, I don't see.
You don't see Bill?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
Okay, hold on. I'm telling him to make sure he's using the link in the agenda.
Yeah. Keith, did you try the link in the agenda? You know, the http zoom.us, because it'll take you directly to the meeting. That's why. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Ron, we can't see your pretty face.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on my regular computer. I would have to borrow my wife's, and she's playing a sushi game.
Hey Les, Bill said he did use the link in the agenda.
He what?
Bill used the link in the agenda.
Right. And
you don't see him?
No, I don't see him either.
I don't see him here.
You won't see him. We're talking about Les.
No, I can see him on the top, in the top dial where you hit the arrow. You can see everybody that's on the screen.
Yeah.
Right, but Les hasn't let him into the meeting yet.
Yeah, I can't, because I can't find him in the waiting room here.
Okay. Meeting ID. Hold on. He's asking me to send him.
Try another way.
Sending him a photo of the meeting ID.
Okay. It's the meeting ID is on the agenda. I mean, well, it's below the link, yeah?
Mhm.
It's 216-745-631. 216-745-631.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sending.
it's a passcode 102371. 371.
When you call in, it asks for an additional number that is not there. It asks for 3 numbers. But all you have to do is just, or it says, or press pound. And you can press pound and then it works.
Okay. Hey, Kathy, is your
It
audio?
asks for a participant ID.
I'm not sure, is it
Yes.
going?
Okay.
Excellent.
Great, great.
So-
Okay.
So I'm at the office and I thought I had a mic on my computer at the office, but it turns out I don't. So I'm using my cell phone and I only have 50% battery. So I may just get cut off.
Sure, no problem. Okay. Who joined us? Sandy too, Les.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Keith is having problems connecting, so he'll join us later in the meeting, but
Okay.
I believe we have a quorum now.
Okay. Do you know who just joined us, Sandy too?
I don't know who that is. I thought that was Keith, but I guess it's not.
Okay,
Okay.
Bill's. Oh, I just
There's
saw
Bill.
Bill. There's Bill.
Hey, Bill.
I don't
Hello?
know.
Great. Okay, welcome. All right, folks, thank you so much again for bearing with us. And just so you know, if you go up to the top of your screen, there's an icon where you can see everybody at the same time, so you don't keep needing to toggle, press the arrow. If you just, there should be a view that has, I think, like 9 different little squares on it. And that allows you to see everybody who's on at the same time. So that might be a little bit easier for you folks.
Okay,
Thank
there
you,
we go.
Anna. That was helpful.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
super helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, gang.
No, it's okay. And, this is part of the reason. I know we don't have a lot of official business to talk about today, but, looking at how everything's going, I anticipate we're going to probably at least have one more meeting via Zoom in May, would be my guess, unless, somehow we get rid of it much faster. But I really wanted this meeting for people to have the opportunity to kind of figure out Zoom, because we spent about almost 15 minutes trying to go through it, and that's normal. That's been happening, I think, on most of my Zoom calls for everybody to get used to it. And I miss you guys. Hopefully everybody's okay. So I'm glad you folks are looking well and healthy. Bummed, that Keith's having trouble, so hopefully he can join us. But Kathy,
There he is.
Oh, there's Keith. Great. Hi, Keith. Can you hear us?
He's
Not yet. It says connecting.
Okay. So Keith, once you get a chance, on the bottom left-hand corner, there's an audio button. So you can enable your audio.
Hey, Les, I'm just going to stay muted for now. I've got 2 kiddos in the house.
Oh, okay,
homeschooling
okay.
And
Yeah, I've been trying to
variety of
unmute.
other activities. So I will unmute myself, I promise. I need to speak, but
Okay, thank you.
for all of your sanity, I'm going to stay muted.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Steph. Steph, actually, were you able to get in touch with Rob at all?
I texted him and I haven't heard back.
Okay.
I'll let you folks know
if we
when
do.
and if that changes. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes, Keith, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, great.
Great.
Hi, Keith. Welcome. Before you joined, I was just telling everybody, thank you for bearing with us as we're figuring out this process. And, one of the reasons I really wanted to have the meeting this month was so that we can kind of figure out these kinks with Zoom, because, just depending on how things are going with COVID, I anticipate we'd probably have at least one more meeting via Zoom. So at least, in the future, we're just, we know how to use this a little bit better. So
Good
thank you,
thinking.
folks. Yeah, thank you folks so much for joining. So we've basically already gone on. Oh, and Keith, sorry, one more thing. If you go to the top right-hand corner of your screen where everybody's photos are, there's a little arrow, but there should be an icon with, I think, 9 different boxes, and you can kind of choose your view. And that'll allow you to see everybody at once instead of having to scroll through. So that might make it a little easier for you to see who's on the call.
And Chair,
Yes.
next meeting we'll have a virtual background competition because I won this one.
Oh, you won. Yes. Yours looks great.
Oh, I took mine down because I didn't want to confuse things.
Oh, it's Hanalei. I'm gonna leave it up.
Yep. No, it looks great. Okay, so I guess before we get into the agenda, does anybody have any questions about Zoom process? No? Okay, well, if you do, just, let us know. And the other thing, I mentioned, I don't know if you folks saw my email yesterday, but there's also a chat feature if you go to the bottom of your screen. It's set up so that you can chat you chat everyone directly. If you need to, kind of just direct a message at one person, there's a drop-down menu for you to do that. We're a public board, so, make sure that all official business is within the normal meeting. But as I stated, if you just need to give somebody a heads up about their hair or something, you can go ahead and, privately message them or whatnot. So, okay, so I'm so glad we have Keith here. And for those of you who don't know, Kathy Ho has also joined us. She's been appointed to be the OEQC director, so that's fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Do you want to just give us a little status?
I've been nominated, not appointed.
Not appointed
Yeah.
yet. Nominated for appointment. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the legislative session, it's basically been on hold, but we're happy that you can join us. So hopefully, once everything gets back up, we'll get you in there. All right. So Les, do we have meeting minutes? I don't think we do, right? This month.
No, we don't. Sorry. I've been kind of trying to get that done in my spare time, but I keep getting interrupted. So, but I'll by the next meeting, I'll have something for you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Les. Yeah, we understand. Keith, OEQC director's report, anything? So I guess you and Kathy, if you want to report anything.
Well, I think the main thing that we've been dealing with is the COVID response and the ramifications of that response and what may or may not happen as far as the consequences of the response. So immediately right now, all the department offices are dealing with what's going to happen when we do try to ramp it back up to where we were. The immediate thing is right now is I think they're looking at general funds and either curtailing or preventing any spending of general funds, and including not putting a hiring freeze on, even putting holds on contracts, as well as looking at any unencumbered funds for general funds. The bottom line is that they're right now putting all this in place. The ramifications of which for the annual report that we've been discussing, I guess you'll discuss it later, is that any unencumbered funds may not be available when the council desires to have it. I've been saying that we need to have that scope of work and schedule and rough cost estimate to put together. But it may be for naught. I'm not saying right now it is. The gates haven't completely shut down yet. And even contracting, we were trying to get a small contract through for the annual report, but this, as well as any other contracts, may be put on hold. I'm just trying to let the council know that that's what's in the works right now. We continuously get new directors from the Gov's office, BNF, as well as our own ASO regarding these kinds of restrictions that are coming down the line. And it's almost like a daily thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, well, thank you, Keith, for your folks' hard work. We know that, the Department of Health in particular is really dealing with a lot right now. So yeah, we thank you folks for that.
Right now, do you like to see you or no?
Oh, so Tessie's on, okay. But Keith, thank you so much for, okay, sorry. Hi, Tessie. Oh, I think we got, is your audio on?
Oh, yeah, it's on.
Okay, great. Well,
hi,
welcome to the meeting. So Keith, thank you for that, for the annual report. I've been emailing with Rob, and I will try to get in touch with him again about, getting the scope of work. And I had sent him edits, I think, after our last meeting back in March. And so I'll check on progress of that, and we'll get back to you folks. We'll get that into you folks, but we understand that, of course, any budgetary requests are going to be, weighted against other things and delayed. Okay. Hey, Tessie, do you have any questions about anything so far? Sorry, we just got an update from Keith, just really talking about the status with COVID, and just briefly talking about, funding for the annual report, but we can get into that in a little bit more detail later.
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and Kathy, do you wanna just go ahead and introduce yourself to those who may not know you?
I introduced myself at the last meeting.
Oh, okay, that's right. I wasn't there. Apologies. Yeah.
Yeah. And you and I have worked together on a case, so you know kind of my background anyway.
Okay, great. Okay, so thank you, Keith. Is there anything else that you wanted to update us on?
No, I think that's gist of it. And like I said, any new changes that are coming down the pike, we'll let you know.
Okay, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. So, the next agenda item, and for those members of the public who have joined, if you have any, testimony or questions on any of the agenda item, please just let me know, and we'll go ahead and let you comment on that.
A good way to do that, Onana, might be if they chat to you.
Sure.
And tell you that they want that.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you. Good suggestion, Ron. So annual report, I don't know, Steph, are you able to give an update since Rob isn't on the call?
Sure. I don't think I'm the most updated, but I can certainly share with you what I know. At our last meeting, we decided that I would put together a draft of recommendations based on feedback from the 4 agencies that we were able to receive feedback from. So that was DAGS, DLNR, HTA, and DOT. And so we were able to put summaries of each of their feedback from each of them. I'm so sorry. I don't know who 6969161 is, but could you maybe mute? It might be on my end, but I'm getting a ton of feedback.
Oh, that's me.
Is that you?
Mike.
You mind muting?
He's on a landline.
Oh.
I'm on the
okay.
landline.
Okay.
Well,
I'll do my best.
You can often mute your landline too.
Anyway, moving on. So we have summaries from each of those agencies. I put together a draft of the recommendations and grouped those recommendations into themes. So we have climate change and tourism and public process and funding and capacity. And then I sent that off to Rob and the rest of the AR committee for review. While that was certainly just a draft, I think we felt that it was enough to get an idea on a bid. And so that's where that was sort of the last that I saw it. and would love to hear where it stands now if it has moved beyond that point.
Okay, thank you, Steph. Yeah, I don't know that it has. Again, I've been trying to get in touch with Rob the last few days, or actually since last week. So I'm gonna go back and check in with him, and then I'll go ahead and email out status to the rest of the group just so that everybody knows, what we need to do from there. Is there anybody else on the ERA committee that has anything to contribute to the discussion?
I just want to congratulate Steph. I just want to congratulate Steph for doing a yeoman's job of creating logic and clarity out of what wasn't. Good work.
Yes, thank you, Steph.
You guys are welcome. I hope it wasn't for naught, but these are crazy times.
Yes, we'll definitely get it done. We're behind schedule, but it's okay, for good reason. So thank you again. Mary, go ahead.
What did the budget, what kind of budget were we asking for in terms of the getting the report out?
If I recall correctly from our testimony to the ledge, I think to actually hire somebody professionally, I want to say, what was it, like 17,000?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 17,000. So this is for contracting and the actual drafting work to make it look, really professional like we had in the past. Now, if we do something, just a Word doc, that cost goes down significantly. But we'll have to take a look at what's available to us when the time comes that we're ready to pick up the contract.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Okay, any other questions or comments on the annual report before we move on?
Well, this is Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Yeah, Steph, I just sent you comments on the draft. But yeah, thanks for all your hard work. It was great.
Yeah, you're very welcome, and thank you for those comments. And just giving it a look again at this point, it's by no means polished, but the content is there, and so I think that if we could get an editor, this could go pretty quickly.
Okay, great. Thank you, Steph. And hi, Mahina. We see you. Hi.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you for joining. Did you have any trouble?
No, sorry. I've been in 2 different Zoom accounts and all these different meeting IDs. I've just been.
No worries.
My bad.
No problem. Well, welcome. Okay.
No, because you joined us last, Mahina, you have to buy all of us a round of scotch today. Right?
No problem.
Okay, Robin, I'm going to hand it over to you to just give a brief update from the Ledge Committee.
It's very brief. There isn't any. I keep thinking that there'll be some kind of information coming out, but I haven't seen anything at all except for the COVID-19 committee that's meeting. So I may be wrong, but I don't think anything's coming out other than that. So I don't have any update at all. I mean, Onana, am I missing something?
No, that's it. I just wanted, do you just give a short piece about that? And if you had heard anything else, I'm not aware of anything that's come out since the legend has been put on hold either.
Mary, have you heard anything? Is there anything?
Well, it's just, amongst the various advocates that do volunteer work and whatnot, there's a technicality that maybe Bill can speak to better than I can, but the legislative session can't extend more than 60 days. And so they don't want to go back into session prematurely, but they can't meet with each other ahead of time. And so it really looks like the only thing that they're going to do anything about is money bills, just to make sure we have a budget and can continue. And then, so everybody I know has gone back and looked at all the bills they were tracking to see, is there money involved? And then secondarily, is there anything that impacts the community safety net? So, if you were asking for money, you're probably not going to get it unless you're going to house a whole bunch of homeless or something. And then if you're in the safety net issue, they are looking at the homeless, and then anything that might impact people getting back to work, people losing their homes, that type of thing. But that's, so I think we just have to figure no money.
Do you know if the grants and aid process has been canceled for the year? I know that they canceled the public presentation, but I haven't heard anything else about it, and I'm just curious. Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard, what I know is really like 10th hand on that subject. So I know that everybody that wants a grant and aid is still bugging their various legislators to try to get something done. But it's because it's money, it might, it might be at risk.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Mary. Thanks, Robin. Okay, does anybody else have anything on legislative matters before we move on? All right, so Ron, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you, exemptions update.
Yeah, we we didn't have an exemption committee meeting today. I don't know if were there any committee meetings?
No, no committee meetings today.
Okay, then we would have been looking at the comments of the Department of Water, although from Kauai, although maybe we couldn't have because the comments were due by April 7th, and it might not have been in time for the to get on the agenda for today. So, Les, with everything going on, did you get any comments?
No, Ron. We haven't received any as of yet. I'll check the mail later. With Jen's gonna check the mail.
Okay, it would not surprise me if we received no comments. We had very few for the DLNR list, which is, gets a lot of attention. For Kauai DOW, it would have less comments, although I'm sure Maka'ala told somebody to comment on something. But it's unsurprising. And then we were going to discuss the another agency from Honolulu who has submitted me things that I would have gotten to you via an agenda. So hopefully next meeting we can have an exemption committee meeting and we can move these issues along. Other than that, I don't think that anybody else is submitting updated exemption lists for our review. Les, is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Nothing has come in since I guess it was the DDC or DPP.
Yeah, DDC, right, gave us something in early March before the doo-doo hit the fan. So since then, I've talked to a couple agencies who were actually thinking about it, but they got overwhelmed. They're kind of far along in the process, but they're not going to do it for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So we may not have a lot of business in the exemption committee in the future for the next 6 months or so.
Okay.
So that's my report. Any
Ron,
questions?
the only thing I'd like to add is that we did determine that the Commission on Water Resources Management, although considered part of DLNR, will be submitting its own individual exemptions list.
Yeah, okay. I guess we'll deal with that when it comes to it. We heard from DLNR that they were included, but I guess they want to do something different. So
yeah, she was not.
Unless
she was not informed.
Okay. Well, there could be some miscommunication at DLNR. It's happened once or twice before. So.
Exactly. But I want to let folks know that that will be a separate list. So for many of us who have business dealings with that particular agency, it will be coming up on its own.
Thanks, Maka'ala.
Great, thanks, Ron. Thanks, Maka'ala. Any other questions or comment from council members or the public on the exemption committee update? No? Okay, and just to touch on what Ron said, again, this meeting I wanted to have so we can kind of test Zoom. We didn't have any committee meetings today, but yeah, next month for the committee chairs, if you would like to have a meeting, we'll go through the same process of submitting the agendas to Les, and Les will set up the different you know, Zoom calls. I think we only have one account left, so we might have to talk about staggering meetings at different times, if that's the case. So we'll work out those details within the next, you know, the update that Les puts out on the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, and now moving on to INO. Is there any update from INO committee?
We don't have anything to report at this time. But one thing we might be able to, there's a way within Zoom that you can go into breakout group meetings. So we would all have to join Zoom, and then we could all go to our separate committees from there. So that's one way to do it within an account.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Les, is that something that I can ask you to look into?
Yeah,
If we need to do a test, we can do another test like we did for this one.
I can do that. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you and Mary.
Great. Okay, so, you know, we really don't have much else on the agenda. I just wanted to, do a couple reminders. So our next meeting right now, it's scheduled Tuesday, May 5th. After this meeting, I'm going to continue to follow up with Rob. So Steph, I'll review your draft as well, provide comments. I'll follow up with Rob on, you know, the proposal. Even though we know that will be delayed, we'll just try to keep it moving forward. I just wanted to also remind everybody that you probably received an email to get your ethics disclosures done. I think May 1st is usually the deadline. So just go ahead and put that on your list of things to do. And, you know, if our member of the public that joined, did you have any questions or comments? Because we're just about getting ready to adjourn.
No questions.
No questions. All right. Yeah. Any questions or comments from anybody else? No? Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you folks again for joining the meeting, a real short meeting today. And we'll just keep kind of trucking on and hope everybody's keeping healthy and keeping your spirits up. And, you know, one day we can meet in person again.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Onana.
Anana.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Les.
everybody.
Bye.
See you folks on May 5th.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody be
Bye-bye.
safe.
Aloha.
How do we get off?
Actually, you just have to end meeting, you know, leave the meeting.
End meeting.
Yeah, it's this on the bottom right hand side. It says end or leave meeting. Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Yeah.